How do you want to be remembered? It's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it? Maybe a bit morbid, but worthwhile nonetheless. When I'm gone and people gather to remember me, what will they be saying? It would be nice to have some sort of legacy, wouldn't it? Or to be remembered as someone worthwhile. At the end of the day, how will you be remembered? Well, today's proverb gives us a legacy to aim for and a path to get there. Let's have a look. It's Proverbs 19:20. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end of the day, you will be counted among the wise. As I said, this proverb gives us a legacy to aim for and a way to get there. What's the legacy to aim for? Look at the second half of the verse. At the end of the day, you will be counted among the wise. To be counted among the wise. That's the legacy to be aimed for. The very fact that it's included in this verse is an indication that it's a desirable way to be remembered as a wise person. It may not be on the top of your list when you think of your epitaph or how people will remember you, but Proverbs as a whole tells us that it should be. Why? Well, Proverbs tells us that wisdom comes to those who fear the Lord. Proverbs also tells us that when we are wise, we are kind, we're generous, we're thoughtful, we're well loved, and most often successful in many of our ventures. What a way to be remembered then. What a legacy. Here lies Kieran, a God-fearing man who was kind, generous, thoughtful, well loved, and successful. What a great legacy to aim for, to be counted among the wise. But how do we attain to such lofty heights? Well, the answer is pretty simple, and it comes in the first part of our verse. Listen to advice and accept discipline. Two things. First one, listen to advice. Second one, accept discipline. To become wise is not something we attain through hustle and striving, but something that comes when we sit under the wisdom of others and accept the constructive criticism and discipline of those who have come before us. So, surround yourself with wise people. Listen to them. Be open with them and allow them to offer feedback that may discipline you into a deeper love of God and deeper wisdom. Do you have anyone in your life like this? A Christian mentor? Someone who can lead you and discipline you and challenge you and push you forward? Someone who can teach you and give you advice and wisdom? Do you? If not, start searching. Try to identify someone in your life who can be this person to offer you wisdom, advice, and discipline. Or reach out to me or one of the staff and we can matchmake you with someone who can be a good mentor for you. And ultimately, as a God-fearing wisdom seeker, we look to God for advice and discipline. Jesus tells us in Matthew 7:24 that anyone who hears his advice and puts them into practice is like a man who built his house on the rock. Hebrews 12 verse 6 tells us that God disciplines us out of love so that we should be awake and alert to his discipline in our lives through suffering, but also as we are convicted through his word so that we may grow in holiness. Proverbs 19 verse 20, listen to advice and accept discipline. And at the end, you'll be counted among the wise. You can find wisdom and discipline in the Word of God, so dig in deep. And you can find advice and discipline in wise Christian mentors. Take steps to find one. And at the end of the day, you may be blessed to be one of those who is counted among the wise.